Good morning. Today is January the 4th, 2024, and I'm sitting live in the studio right now. Live for me, but not live for you. This is going to be recorded. But anyways, I'd like to say good morning, you guys. Hope y'all up early or hope you ended your night with a lot of money in your pocket. Shit like that. I haven't driven Lyft. I haven't turned on Uber yet. I've been doing private rides. I've done 3 private rides so far since New Year's started. I think this is what my year is going to be like. I think I'm going to build a private ride business. Lyft, I got a deposit the other day, today or the second, $1. Somebody tipped me $1. I'm tired of that shit. So in 2024, I'm making it a point for me every day to go out with my shirt, walking through Walmarts, hanging out where I know people usually get rides, going to apartment complexes, just kind of advertising myself out there. I'm really going to do that because like I said, like I said, it's ride ready. We ready to rock and roll. And I put this on everybody out there. We're working in an environment right now where the profits are getting slimmer and slimmer for drivers, but they're getting more major for the investors, more major for the apps. So if we're seeing the trend of how the profits are going that we're working to earn, and we're making less profits than what I would make working a W-2, who's the stupid person here? I'd be better off going back to a W-2 because this is about taking care of your family. That's why we do this. We enjoy driving, the freedom, the flexibility. We enjoy that. But first and foremost, you got to take care of your family. If you're not taking care of your family and you letting these people push you into poverty with these plantation economics, it's on you. That's on you. And you've got to realize I have a choice to make. Do I drive out here with these high ARS drivers taking $2.62, $3.48, $4 rides all fucking day, running my car into the ground to where when I do have a repair, I can't even fix my car because I have no profits to fix it. Now I'm sitting on a piece of shit and I got to go rent a car while I'm paying a note still on the car that's broken down. Plantation economics is designed to keep you in poverty. It's designed to keep you going like a hamster on a wheel. Just like Professor said, are you going to be that hamster that gets off the wheel one day? Are you realizing the cycle of poverty they're pushing? And I know a lot happened on New Year's Eve. We're going to cover that. I'm going to do a live stream either later today or tomorrow. And like I said, my first live stream of the New Year is going to be about 7 hours. Be ready. Bring your popcorn. Bring something to drink. Be ready to pause that shit and go work and cruise. It's going to be a 7-hour live stream. But just like he said, you've got to be willing to get off that wheel and say, what am I willing to do for myself? These apps are no longer serving me in the way that they originally said they would serve us. They said, we will pay you guys well to serve your communities. That was the original agreement. Terms of services have changed. Now all of a sudden it's, hey, you guys go out there and slave for us because we've got to cover the investors because we made a lot of bad decisions as far as politically wise investing into political people. We invested into insurance. We invested into, corporate executive salaries and shit. We made a lot of bad decisions with that. So we're going to take that shit out on y'all because you don't see none of them saying, I'm going to give up my salary this year. I'm going to give up, my bonuses. I'm going to give up part of, you don't see none of them saying that shit. And this is on our back. We're the ones driving. This shit's on our back. So we're giving up our money, depreciating the hell out of these vehicles, running them into the ground. Saying, hey, man, can you guys be fair? No, they can't be fair. They just showed us on New Year's Eve. We can't be fair. That was all sabotage, intentional sabotage. They can't be fair. They're playing a hard game right now. They're playing a big money game. They're saying, hey, either we're going to tank the shares so we can get all the short sellers, like I was saying on Professor's Bay. If they can't make money at the top by creating profits, if you can't make money at the top, be more strategic. Say, well, let's short sell this stock. We're going to say it's going to fail. How can you predict it's going to fail? We can sabotage the app on one of the biggest days out there. Sabotage the app. Retain all of this money on our books. Keep all this money on our books. Make the company look great and amazing and this and that. People are going to be like, oh, let's invest, let's invest. They're going to throw tons of money at the app, tons of money at the app. All the short sellers are sitting in the water like blood in the water, like sharks. They like, oh, yeah, let's go. Keep putting that money in there, baby. Keep putting that money in there. Soon as the stock tanks, all the people who said they were going to win at the top and now they're going to win at the bottom, they're eating at the bottom now. If you know how stocks work, you know it goes up and it goes down. You can win at the top, you can win at the middle, you can win at the bottom. It's all about hedging. It's about margins. That's all it's about. It's not always about, it's got to be a profitable stock. You got to make more than it was last year. No, because you can make less, have a lower stock price you had last year, and a bunch of people get rich off of it. It's called short selling. They're selling on the fact that you're going to fall short of all your goals, that you're going to fall short of doing business. That's what they're banking on. And Lyft can self-sabotage to make sure they fall short. When drivers like me say, I'm not playing this game, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, this is what I'm on right now. I'm going out there and getting me some profits. I need to live. I need to make money. I'm not playing games with people. When I got to take my car to a shop to get tires put on, or I got to get an alternator, I got to buy, they ain't going to deal with this high AR shit. Oh, well, what's your AR? 98%. You know what? We're going to give you 50% off because you got a high AR. Man, I don't give a fuck about AR. They're going to be like, how much money you got? Well, I've been picking up everybody. I haven't really made a lot of profits. Yeah, exactly. You need to get up out this shop then. Come back when you got money. That's how this world works. It works on money. It don't work on what these apps trying to sell you. Tears. You're not silver. You're not diamond. You're not platinum. Nobody gives a shit about that in the real world. This is about money. And once you lose that employee mentality, that employee mindset, and realize you are a business owner, you are in charge of your revenues, you are in charge of your expenses. You've got to do this right. Because if you sit up there thinking these people are going to sit around and give you what you asked for, they got investors asking for their money back. They have a fiduciary duty to them before they have it to you. They're not worried about you. They're going to make all that money for them on your back using your car. So you got to play it smart. 2024 is the year of the war, the chessboard. You got to move your chess pieces wisely. I'm moving my chess pieces right here. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, I'm moving my chess pieces. If they want to get me to work, I already don't trust them. They're not reliable. They're quick to glitch, quick to sabotage. So with all that sitting there on top of the table, I see how the chessboard is being set up. They can do it again. And guess what? All these channels out there that really believed it was a glitch is going to say, it glitched again. Oh my God. Can't believe it glitched during spring break. Can't believe it glitched during St. Patty's Day. It keeps glitching on all the big days. I guess that's what happened because they're that stupid to really think it's glitching. They're going to sell you this idea that, well, when there's a lot of traffic coming to the server, it's going to glitch because there's a lot of traffic on the server. How many years have we been driving Lyft and we've had big holidays, concerts, things like, and it's never glitched because it was never sabotaged. That's what it was. You can't say all of a sudden now because of traffic coming into the app, oh, that's because it's a lot of traffic No, I don't buy that. And any idiot out there trying to sell it, you can keep that shit on the shelf. I don't even need a receipt for that. I ain't buying that shit. Keep that on the shelf. I ain't even putting that shit on layaway. I ain't buying it. But yet a lot of people out there saying, oh, well, see, it was a glitch. And see, the glitch. And that's what the apps are banking on. Ignorance. People who are willfully ignorant to walk around saying, well, they said this. It's called selling a narrative. And when you have enough people selling the narrative, you have enough people believing it. Take one shot and we'll be back to normal. We're all going to get herd immunity. Just take one shot and that's all you got to do. You sell a fucking narrative. And you sell it so hard that people buy and they believe it. That once the smoke clears and we all sitting around like pure bloods, we like, you fell for that shit? We pure bloods. You motherfuckers got mRNA in your blood. You guys are tainted. And now you're sitting around going, well, we didn't know. We tried to tell you. Don't fall for the narrative. That glitch shit is a narrative. It was sold to everybody before it even happened. It was sold before it even happened. And what did they say? Oh, we're going to glitch, but guess what? We're going to give you your money back. We glitched, but we're going to give you your money back. Don't worry about it. We'll get you your money back. That's what they sold a couple of weeks ago. They had a screenshot. Chris, we've adjusted your funds to give you back due to the glitch. We're going to send you back some money. They sold that already. That whole idea was sold already. And we're sitting around like, well, that's kind of coincidental. It's not coincidental. It's a chess play. It's a move, a big money move. To do something this massive is not little. For people to think it's little, like a computer glitching, like your screen flickering or whatever the fuck, that's a glitch. You didn't plug the power cord in all the way. It kind of flickered a little bit. That might be glitching. You might want to go through and plug it back in. But at the same rate, when you got a big money move that's nationwide, hundreds of millions of dollars, literally billions of dollars being held back, that's not little. And for people to sit there and treat it like it's little, like it's not something that the Justice Department should be looking into. The attorney generals of every state should be looking into. Every driver should still be saying, something happened. Something happened. Imagine if the planes hit the Twin Towers and the only time people really talked about it was on November the 12th. November the 13th, oh, we forgot about it. November the 14th had already happened on November 11th. We're not worried about it. November the 15th, why are we still talking about it? It's November the 15th. November the 16th, who gives a shit, man? It happened on November the 11th. This was the ride share November the 11th right here. It had people fucking panicking. It had people's money hung up that they were supposed to pay rent for, mortgage for, car note, insurance. Some people were already behind on rent with the promise to pay. Hey, I'm going to go out, bust my ass on New Year's, download my money, I'll pay you. I'll transfer the money on January the 1st. I got you. Don't worry about it. Nobody knew when they were going to get their money back. Nobody got a message saying, hey, we're going to fuck up on December the 31st. But we're going to give you your money back on January the 1st. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. So nobody can even say, well, I knew they was going to fix it like in a day. I knew that. Why, were you part of the fucking ordeal? Were you part of the sabotage? How did you know? When your money's fucked up and shit's tied up and shit, you're panicking at that point. You relied on that money, the stability of that system. That's why I say Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. Use that. That's a stable system that you could probably use way better than these I'm going to sell you a glitch motherfuckers out there. Because for all these guys out there talking about, oh, yeah, man, I knew it was going to glitch. I knew we were going to get our money back. I wasn't worried about shit. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. These are the same people who probably got their girlfriend's car on fucking GPS to know where she is. They don't trust no fucking body. They talk shit like they trust, but they really don't. So I'm sitting up there going, I'm not putting my reliability and my faith into people who intentionally do some shit. Nobody has any awareness. They have never notified anybody of how it happened, what happened, who was responsible for it, how it was carried out. They're not saying that. They're not saying shit right now because they know exactly what happened. That's why I'm saying the Justice Department needs to look into this shit. This was the rideshare 9/11 in my opinion. It flattened a lot of people's spirits. People went home. People turned their apps off, didn't make all the money. They were so hype and ready to make that money, and that shit crushed every fucking soul on December the 31st. A lot of people was banking on $500 a night, $700,000 a night. Went home, $230, $311. This was New Year's Eve, big ass holiday, one of the biggest holidays we got other than Thanksgiving, other than Halloween, one of the biggest nights where everybody's running around all night to parties. Biggest holiday. And people are making less than what I make on a regular fucking day driving. You telling me that shit ain't hitting people? No, that hits people. And for anybody out there that was saying, well, I just kept driving because I knew they was going to fix it. I just kept driving. Half these people said, no, I ain't that stupid. You don't know if they're going to give you your money back on January the 5th, February the 3rd, March the 2nd. You didn't know shit. So when you're not seeing nothing processed, what do? You shut that shit down. Oh, I guess I'm going to use Uber or I guess I'm going to go home. These apps owe all these drivers out there concessions. Everybody out there should have made X amount of dollars. If you have that app and you are an active driver on that app, Lyft should be like, we're going to give you a bonus. Just because we know we fucked up, we going to give you a bonus. It was our bad that you didn't make what you were supposed to make December the 31st. That was on us, not on y'all, because y'all was ready. But because we know they ain't going to do that shit, I'm kind of backing off a little bit this year. They already took us off the Lux platform. I got a nice-ass car in the fucking driveway. You're going to give me $2.62. You're going to give me bus fare for some raggedy motherfuckers with some dirty-ass sweatpants and mustard on their fucking shirt to jump in my fucking Beamer. This is who I got to pick up. Motherfucker carrying around dusty-ass fucking backpacks and shit. They done had dragging through the fucking dirt at Circle K, and you going to make them ride in my Beamer. That's who I got to pick up. Man, I cancel that shit so fucking fast. Getting my car smelling like fucking chicken grease and molasses for $2.62 fucking cent in a Beamer. No. That's why we bought them for the Lux platform. Because we ride for a certain clientele. When I'm picking up somebody for dinner, picking up somebody for a date, I don't want them getting in my car going, man, your car smells like Popeye's fucking chicken grease or something. What the fuck you doing? I'm riding around picking up motherfuckers getting off work because they got me on a base platform to where anybody can afford to ride in this nice ass fucking car. That's what I'm doing. I'd be the idiot doing that. People wonder why my cancels, Jeff, why your cancels so high? Because I drive past a motherfucker. If you don't look like you belong in my car, you ain't getting in my car. You got too much shit on the curb. I drove past motherfuckers at the laundromat. I'm sitting there driving and shit, and I see a motherfucker like, damn, you got like 4 or 5 big ass goddamn military ass knapsack looking fucking things, and you gonna throw that shit in my little ass Beamer? No, you're not throwing that in my seats. You're not throwing that shit in my trunk. I'm driving. But that's what Lyft has done to drivers like me. Drivers with nice cars, drivers with great service, drivers with great conversation, chopping it up with anybody, having a good time, making people feel better about their day and shit. They said, oh, that's worth $2.62. I can only do like 4 or 5 of those rides an hour. At $2.62, let's say $3. $3. I do 5 of those an hour. I'm a $15 an hour fucking business owner, on my own gas, in my own expensive fucking car, doing my own maintenance. $15 an hour. This motherfucker's at Popeyes right now like, dude, I'm making 19. Shit, you making 15 on your gas, using your car, beating that motherfucker up, making $4 less than me. You can't be stupid. At some point, you gotta wake up. You gotta say, I'm not doing all these fucking rides. No. I'll do some big rides. I'll do some surge rides. I'll do some concert and event rides. But I'm not doing no daily shit. Like I said, Lyft just sent me a deposit for $1 because I ain't touched those motherfuckers in like, since what? The 30th. December the 30th was the last time I drove for those motherfuckers. I downloaded my money December the 30th. 31st hit, all hell broke loose. I already had my money out. Somebody sent me a $1 tip. Sure. Yeah, whatever. So I'm using 2024 to propel me into more of a business aspect of this. Let the hustlers stay hustling. I just do this for extra cash. Let those motherfuckers stay on the app. Let them beat they fucking cars up. So when they sit around in 3 months on our, man, I can't believe my engine fucking blew. Man, my transmission out. All I got is $97 in my name right now. Yeah. How's it feel with a high-ass AR, with a blown transmission? How's that shit feel? Taking every fucking ride out there. Now you can't afford to replace your fucking valve body. How the fuck does that feel? You feel like shit. You can't even call Lyft. You can't call Uber. Hey, man, the valve body on my transmission locked up, and it's going to cost me, $1,900. They're going to be like, we ain't got $1,900 for you. Drive, motherfucker. Rent a car from us. And this is why you got to make a choice to go for profits. You can't do this shit because you got spare time. I'm sorry. I don't have spare $1,900 laying the fuck around. So I don't have spare time. If I don't have spare money, I don't have spare time. I still got over $200,000 I own this fucking house. I don't have spare money, so I don't have spare time. I don't have hustle time. I got to get out and pay for property. And I don't want to live every fucking day, check to check, dime to dime, living in poverty with this plantation-ass economics, not knowing where my last dime is coming from, my next dime is coming from, not knowing where my next meal is going to come, because I'm out here driving for $2.62, $3, 50 cents a mile, 30 cents a fucking mile. No, doubt it. We're way too educated for that shit. A lot of us are too educated. Some of us are not that educated. Some of us will still be doing the same shit. And they will be complaining in a year about how they're about to get evicted because they keep taking all these high AR-ass rides. They'll be complaining. I'm sitting there fighting for profits. I'm fighting for them to have the fucking balls to say, I'm going to do my own fucking thing. I'm going to go out now. I'm going to advertise in apartment complexes. I'm going to go out and advertise near shopping centers. I'm going to find out where people are, where people usually get rides from. We know because we the ones doing the rides. You know where people leaving. Bars and shit like that. Go set up by a fucking bar at about fucking 1:30 in the morning when you know people drunk. Set up by a fucking bar. Tell a bar manager, hey, man, I'm a driver. I know a lot of riders in this area can't get rides, man. Just know, here's my cards. If somebody needs a ride, be like, listen, I got a ride for you, man. You too fucked up. Let me hit Jeff up real quick. You too fucked up. Hey, Jeff, where you at? I got this guy here. He needs a ride home, man. Cool, I'm in the area, dog. Talk to these bartenders. Help them out. Because you help a bartender get a drunk motherfucker home, that's one less person with a set of keys that they going to have to be responsible for when they wreck their car and kill 2 fucking people. Now the bar got to shell out $2.6 million when all they had to do was use your fucking car. Jeff, can you come over and pick up this drunk dude? 2 drunk ladies sitting here, man. We don't want to let them drive home, man. We don't want to be responsible for that. Are you in the area? Learn how to market yourself. We doing this shit. We the ones in the street doing this shit. We got the app selling us. $85, $90, $28. We walking around getting $7, $9, $15. They selling us because we ain't selling ourselves. Sell yourself. Don't be no slave. Don't let this plantation economic shit get you down. 2024 is a year where you got to get your shit together mentally. Get your shit together. Understand what you're doing, why you're doing it. If you just doing it because you ain't got shit else to do, that's one thing. But if you in this shit for the money, it's time to go get your money.
You're going to pay me.
I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout.